Happy Sunday, everyone. As always, I know you're shocked for like a month. I have been at 3 o'clock, but I am back to our regular time at 5 p.m. Central Standard Time on a Sunday. If you're joining us live, thank you so much. If you are catching the rebroadcast, hey, how you doing? Welcome back. I am so grateful for every opportunity that I have a chance to share my platform with you. For those that's just joining us, my name is Beverly Johnson, owner of Genesis Fitness, health coach, personal trainer, lover of M&Ms and scary movies. And I take that back. I don't like scary movies. Oh, what was I thinking? I don't. Okay, I only like one scary movie, and that's the Blair Witch Project. That's probably the only one. Because when I was little, Poltergeist messed me up, and I've been finished with scary movies ever since Poltergeist. And if you're trying to figure out when Poltergeist came out, long time ago. So that's how old I am. Over the weekend, I ran a 5K. Okay, when I say ran a 5K, I kind of shuffled. So I don't want you to put in your mind that I was a runner and a track star. I kind of shuffled. I didn't run. I shuffled. But it didn't matter because I finished. And so before I go into the whole day about me running and shuffling my 5K, it's not about me today. It's about our amazing guest. You've seen her here before. Today's topic, we're going to talk about winterizing our skin. And truthfully, when I saw the topic, I had not really thought about it because I grew up with a grandma and a mother who would slather me with Vaseline. And I just kind of thought I was good to go. You know, if you have a black or brown mama, you know she hit you with that Vaseline. And that was it. To the point where we were like waterproof. We were waterproof. But apparently there are some better strategies than that. So we have the amazing Kim Cross here with G Bath and Body. So everyone, if you've never connected with Kim before, this is your golden opportunity. She is one of the most generous, amazing people that I have ever encountered. She has a heart of gold. And let me tell you, her products are amazing. So y'all, let's meet and introduce you to her. Or if you haven't, if you've been here before, it reintroduce you to the amazing Kim Cross. Hey, girl. Hey.
Hey. Oh, goodness. You had me with that Vaseline. I'm trying to tell you.
But where was the lie, though?
Nowhere. It's the truth. It is the truth. Between my grandmother on my daddy's side, between her taking her thumb and licking her thumb to make sure we had all the creepy crud out of the corners of our eyes, and just look, I gotta show you.
Violent how they did it with your whole head.
Yes, all over your face. And then she made sure to get your elbows and just if your knees, like anything like that, was uncovered, the residual went to your legs. Yes,
Man,
lips, everything.
If you had the brown medicated.
All of that. Why didn't they have baby powder scented Vaseline back in the day?
I don't know. Now, see, now you were getting fancy if you had that Vaseline thrown on your chest.
Listen, look.
Like they'll get ready to bake you.
You can't. And you won't go nowhere but to school or church.
Hey, mama, see my mom know because she slathered me in Vaseline looking like Mr. Miyagi.
Hey, mom.
And then she got my head and took me.
Yes.
So when we're talking, for many people, if you've never had that experience, I don't know what to tell you because that was a whole experience where your parents Vaselined you down and you were waterproof.
Indeed.
You were what, and then the downside of being shellac like that is that you went to PE, and then you started sweating in PE, and the sweat would bubble up on your forehead.
It wouldn't even drip down. It was just beat up.
Okay, y'all, we gonna act right. We gonna act right.
Okay, I'm trying.
Let's see, Marcia. I'm sorry, Marcia. I'm sorry. She said, "So glad we aren't doing Vaseline anymore." See,
right.
See,
Ugh. Yes,
we've come a long way from Vaseline.
there is a better way, good people.
Or cooking oil, or before we go into this, I follow this dermatologist on TikTok, and he had this video where there were these two young ladies, and they posted, when we don't have sunscreen, we use butter. And all I kept thinking was, you're baking, you baking yourself.
What?
And he ended the video with, "I hate it here."
That's funny.
Because I kept thinking, how was that a suitable option to be in the sun with butter? Because heat with butter,
it's got to be so uncomfortable.
Bakes.
Oh, there's so many things wrong with that. It's just so much wrong with that.
So before we go into laughing again, tell us about who you are and how did you get started in your business?
Okay, and I'm gonna do it quick before you know how we do. So I am Kim Cross. I'm the Happy Skin Formulator at Chi Bath and Body. I'm here in Charlotte, North Carolina, and I create goat milk skincare cleansers and moisturizers that are toxin free and sustainable, and they're for individuals with skin sensitivities. That's who I cater to, but also normal skin, dry skin, oily skin. If you have anything going on with your skin or nothing at all, my products will help you get and stay where you need to be. That healthy, youthful looking skin that's, you don't have to really worry about it throughout the year. Just a little commitment, some good products, and you're on it. But I'm also an author, and I design coloring books, and I teach classes. So that's like, I'm trying to keep it together. But that is what I do. I formulate and make skincare products. I write and I teach, in a nutshell. Oh no, I can't hear you anymore.
How about now? Okay. So my mic announcement just came up and said my mic went out. So now that means I got to get a new mic probably. So if you all would like to donate to the Buy Bev a Better Mic Fund, I'd appreciate it. Because apparently this little cheap one I bought on Amazon wasn't the move.
Hey, that's technology for you.
Lydia, drink lots of water and moisture for healthy skin. Absolutely. So when you started this path of teaching about skin, did you have any resistance from people in our community? Because, again, we were like Vaseline and cocoa butter. We don't.
Listen, there's still resistance. There's still resistance to, because, okay, I get it that you only know what you know. However, when you are presented with a better option, the resistance is more so from not necessarily being open, and I guess a lot of the new people I meet don't really know me. And so it actually comes down to, okay, so here you go. Take this, use this, and I can show you better than I can tell you. And so then as time has progressed, I'm able to, hey, there's a better way, and it's a toxin free way. And yeah, we don't have to use just that brand that we grew up with of cocoa butter. And
Mhm.
I will steer clear of naming names today. I know I tend
And
to.
that's why, I'm not advocating any names, but I think a lot of it, because as I sit and I process it, is that when we hear natural products, we often go back to those people that we see at like the flea markets and stuff, and they're selling the whole clumps of products that don't have a name on it. So we're not really able to fully digest what's happening. So we're in a space where when we hear natural, we automatically have this connotation of a certain subset of people.
Right, right.
And that's not necessarily true.
Not true. Not true at all. And it's crazy. It's so baffling. Because even inside my own family, it's it's I look, really and truly use this. Here you go. I promise it'll work. And it's almost like, oh gosh, I hate to say it, but it's almost like you have the openness side of it, but then you have the price point
Mm-hmm.
side of it also. Um, a person can know that a thing is good for them even after they've tried it. But I kid you not, I have literally gotten feedback that says, well, your stuff costs too much for me, so I guess I'll go back to using my dial. I kid you not. So, yes.
So I have a question, and Jennifer, the answer is yes. Jennifer's question was, can white people use this product as well? And it's absolutely, absolutely. She has amazing candles. She has amazing scrubs. It's I put it like this: if you have skin, you can use the products.
Yes, skincare doesn't discriminate. Not a mine doesn't. I don't make mine to discriminate. I make mine to get the toxins out of, basically away from you absorbing them,
Mm-hmm.
and to like really and truly, the proof has been in the pudding. I have changed people's skin within 3 days, and honestly, it shocked the socks off of me when I
Mm-hmm.
saw the before and after pictures, because I knew, but not to that extent. You know what I'm saying? I knew I developed a product that was good for me. And it doesn't matter your skin color. It's just like what you said. If you have skin, natural products are for you.
Mm-hmm. And I think it's across the board where I don't know when it shifted, but we went into that phase where a lot of products were very hard on all of our skin,
Yes.
because there are certain brands that I cannot use to this day,
Yes.
that they were touted as sensitive skin, and my skin, it stripped all the moisture out.
Oh gosh. Mm.
It stripped my skin to the point where I had little scratches
Yes.
because the little beads and stuff that were in it were hard. And
Yes.
so we're in this space where I think legitimately we want to know,
Right.
but we're also, let's see, I didn't think so either, but I just had to ask because yes, absolutely, Jennifer. And the thing about that is that, and I'm sure Kim can corroborate. That word tears me down every time. But every few years, our skin changes.
Absolutely.
And not only does it change, but our responsiveness to certain products changes. So if you've been using certain products for past 10 years, there's going to come a bump where it will no longer be effective.
Right.
And so and I know that from my own personal journey, because I just had to revamp, and am now revamping my current skincare line. So I need a consultation. And because it's a real thing, and I hate that, because as I'm sneaking into a new decade, I've noticed I'm very careful about moisture, um, balancing my skin, making sure that I have good products. So it's a real thing. So it takes a lot of courage to say, okay, I may need a little bit more than Vaseline.
Yes. Absolutely. Absolutely. It's critical. It's critical how And literally, if you do it, like I said, with some commitment and with the proper products, literally 5 minutes a day, twice a day, and gosh, a world of difference in your skin. And part of the reason why we do have to change more often than just the different seasons in our lives, like the hormonal changes that come naturally. Part of the reason we have to change more often is because of the preservatives that are in the skincare that we're so used to. Those things act like hormone inhibitors, and they just the way that they interact with your skin. I mean, not with your skin, but your insides.
So
The way
before you go any further, Jacqueline wants to know what is the product. So are we speaking about your product line, or are you speaking about a particular product in this moment?
line,
Oh.
like literally, there are so many chemicals that disrupt our hormonal systems and our reproductive systems that our bodies change with continued use. And so we're having to change what we need. Like if we were using any kind of product for, say, my my mom says, as you get older, you're gonna smell older. And I say, okay, I don't want to be in that club. And so what she started doing was her products that she was using, because she's used a national brand for decades. Ma, I need you to use this instead. And the switch from all the things to none of the things, meaning preservatives and toxins and all those kinds of chemicals, it's like she's reverted from smelling older to it, and it takes a while, but
I
you
don't
can
want the
get back
old
to
lady smell. Okay, before I start cackling, I want you to share. I want you in on the joke too. So Jennifer posted, y'all's mamas wanted to lather y'all. I was wanted to dry us out. So I'm trying to find a place in the skincare sometimes where I break out. So she has combinations. So Jennifer has combination skin.
yes. I love combination skin. Oh my goodness. Some of the most of the research I've done has been on combination skin, because that's the broadest category for most of us, is combination skin. And the key is to find a balance between adding moisturizers that will moisturize without clogging, but still moisturize your skin. That was so fascinating once I learned that.
And see, and that's the rub, girl. They are cracking up in the chat. Jessica just said, "Not the old lady smell." And the thing about it is, when you said it, we all know the old lady smell, minus the white diamonds.
Yes. Oh my goodness. Yes. I'm telling you. Just like that.
Just like we all know.
Yes. We don't
Minus
have to get there prematurely if we just use and cleanse and moisturize with the things that don't have all of the chemicals that make it happen faster.
And I think it's also what we overlook too. It's also what you're eating.
Oh my God.
It's also what you're eating. It's also what you're drinking. So I like how you just emphasize that skincare goes beyond just here, but it's also what we're consuming too.
Indeed. Indeed, what you are consuming. And that's actually a huge chunk of what we'll be talking about at the workshop on Saturday, is because you're exactly right. It's not just skincare. Skincare is only a part of it, but you have to be mindful of the food you eat. You have to be mindful of how active you are. You have to be seriously mindful of how much you stay hydrated. Oh my goodness. You have to work on the whole you to make just this one huge organ that keeps all the one that you got to live in good shape. And that's not even, the stress is a whole separate conversation. That's
I'm living proof of, because I have a picture that I have in my phone, and I share it from time to time, of when I went on my first vacation, and how I looked. And I did okay, how it was like how it started versus how it's going. And it wasn't until I looked at that picture in hindsight where I could see the stress on my face. I could see the stress on my skin. And because at that time I was going through a divorce, arguing over washing dryer, seasonings, utensils, everything. And I saw it on my face
Mm-hmm.
that my skin told the story.
Yeah.
And so
Indeed.
our skin tells the story of what we're going through.
Yes.
It tells everyone. And yes, Lydia, thank you. I saw your comment. That's what jogged me to so I had it pinned so I can remember it. Our skin tells our journey. It
It
tells me whether you're drinking water, whether you're eating right. So when I work with people and say, well, I don't sweat, I bet. Okay. Okay.
Oh God, why would they say that to you?
Okay.
Of all the people.
Challenge accepted.
Yes.
Oh Lord. Shirt just.
Soaking. Yes.
And
yes.
then so my first question is, do you drink water?
First
Well,
question.
I had a little. Okay, define a little. Not the little swig you had to take your medicine. Do you drink water? But I don't like the taste of it.
Oh, oh, I can't stand that one. Oh my goodness, I can't take it. Yes, listen, as many infusers as there are for water, as many what's the thing, the Mio and the little flavor aids. Never mind that stuff. Really, just get you some fruit. I'm telling you, oranges and cucumber, just marinating in water is so refreshing and it's so good for your skin too. Oh my God. There are ways to like the taste of water.
It is. So in the back of my mind, I hear it. So your products, you use goat milk?
Yes.
What makes goat milk one of, because I've noticed the rise of in the last few years, what makes it what properties does it have that makes it good to use?
So the primary thing is that it's just super gentle on your skin, right? That's number one. So it takes care of the sensitivities, right? The no irritation, itching, inflammation, all that stuff. It handles that. It won't make it worse, I'll say. And then you have a much richer concentration of lactic acid in goat milk than what you would have in, well, any kind of milk, really. Because it's loaded with the vitamin A, C's, D's, E's, and things like that. And all of those are things that your skin absolutely loves to stay hydrated and nourished, right? So that and in my products, it's about 10% of the formula is goat milk. A nice hefty portion of goat milk for those two reasons: to not inflame and to nourish at the same time. But that's why, because I my aunt always told me, yeah, hey, you need to drink goat milk. She drank it half her life for her ulcers and because it settled her stomach. I'm like, yeah, no thanks. But after researching it, the same effect that it has on settling your stomach and that kind of thing from the inside, it affects you similarly on the outside.
So Lydia wants to know, can you get similar effects if you had added almond or coconut milk?
Yes, but not as potent.
Okay.
Yeah, goat milk is pretty potent. It's oh my goodness. Because I haven't tried almond milk, but I have tried coconut milk. That's actually what my handmade soaps, which, by the way, Bev, just a little side note, that is what I'm switching my soaps to. We're in the testing phase, and it is so amazing. Okay, but I digress. We'll talk about that later. But yes, goat milk is just like super, super potent. when it comes to even softening your skin. If you use what you're using now, like just grab a bar off the shelf
Mhm.
in the store and then grab one of my bars. Use that bar for a week. Use mine for a week. Probably doesn't even take a week. More like 3 days. And you'll tell a huge difference in the softness, in the overall. You don't have to use as much moisturizer afterwards when you're using a goat milk bar of soap, or even the goat milk liquid cleanser.
Mhm.
Gosh, that stuff is so nourishing. It's it's just ridiculous. Gosh, I just get so excited.
And,
It
and part
is.
and part of what I'm hearing is it requires us to have an education about going beyond.
Yes, that is what I love to do. That is actually what I learned that I have to do in order to be able to help people make the switch.
Hmm.
Because I mean, I can talk all day about, hey, use mine. It's great for you. And I can say, hey, look at my skin. Look at my hands. My hands haven't been this clear in years. Granted, it is I am medicated to help with that. However, my skincare products, they're like a compliment
Hmm.
to what I take to keep it all at bay. And so, yes, education is key, because if we don't know, we just don't know. And we're going to continue to use hormone disrupting products.
And a part of it is like we mentioned earlier that when we go into the more holistic products, a lot of us have that connotation seeing somebody like at the flea market or somebody else selling their homegrown products,
Right,
and so sometimes we automatically go to that type of person,
right,
and that's not necessarily true. And they weren't not they weren't necessarily wrong either.
right,
I think just the packaging made.
right. Yes, yes. I was that person for like years and years and years. I never went to the flea markets and things like that. Because when I first started, I was just like, everybody's gonna know this is handmade, this is good for you, this is this and this is that. But then that was the perception,
Hmm.
Oh, handmade it was kind of strange to me. Um, but I'm in it. So um it was handmade meant cheap,
Hmm.
and I can't use cheap because cheap is not good for me.
Hmm.
That kind of thing. And so actually once I knew it was time, but once I upgraded my packaging to match the wholesome goodness contained therein,
Hmm.
oh, and then it turned into, oh, looking this way, perception. Oh my goodness, the way a thing looks makes a huge difference in the way that it's perceived in terms of being good for me and bad for me.
Hmm.
So once I changed and made it look as good as it actually was, then I could say, hey, try this. You'll love it. And
Yeah.
people were more open to go ahead and do that.
And it's part of the journey. Now you mentioned earlier about a event coming up this weekend. Can you tell us more about it? And here's the thing I know about the winter and the skin. And I know I can't be the only one. I have dry patches during the winter.
Mm-hmm.
The perk of winter is that I have oily skin and I finally have the tone that I'm deserving of. I love winter probably for that reason only, that my skin is even.
Yes,
I
yes,
turn into
yes.
a sugar cookie, but that's that's okay. But my skin clear. I may disappear on y'all, but I'll be back in the spring.
Yes.
I may pale out to a sugar cookie, but my complexion is amazing. I'm a cute sugar cookie.
Yes.
But during that time, I also not sure what to use in the wintertime, because in the summer I use lighter products.
Mm-hmm.
And in the winter, by default, we feel tempted to go to Vaseline and cocoa butter. Not naming names, but
Yes.
what can we expect this weekend?
Oh my goodness. It's the primary goal is education.
Mm-hmm.
You'll actually get some products as well. But the point is to teach people um, who's affected by the winter. Let me go back just a second. So I did a survey of everybody that I could think of that could even has even come in contact with me. Hey, what are your skin issues in winter? Hey, what does your skin do in winter? What is the hardest thing about your skin during the winter to keep under control? The vast majority of people said, I think it was 35% said their skin was extra dry.
Mm-hmm.
And then another 28% said the hardest thing to do was keep your skin moisturized,
Mm-hmm.
right? And then Bev, like you are in like this minority that I love, right? Because I'm not in it, but I would love to be in it. You are in the 6% of people who have oily skin. And the best thing about winter is that it looks normal.
I love it here. I love it here. I see it happening right now. I'm like, ooh, I'm about to be in the game. I'm about to get every photo shoot I can between now and the spring because I don't have oily skin.
Yes. Yes. So that's what we'll do. I'm going to be teaching people um the various skin types and how the winter the cold weather rather.
Can I put a pin right there because there's a question on the floor by the Queen Mother, also known as my mama. She wants to know what is naturally good for eczema.
Oh my goodness, Mom! I tell you, listen. Really and truly, there are so many products out there that are. How can I say it nicely? I don't want to bash anybody, but the description and the name and everything says for eczema,
Mm-hmm.
right? But honestly, if you just have a product with the correct moisturizers in it and the correct essential oil blend in it, you won't have an issue with eczema. Like, so what I use, I don't have it, but I do have its older, not so nice cousin, psoriasis,
Mm-hmm.
right? And so winter, my skincare product line is it's called Ultimate Moisture for Dry Skin. So everything has avocado oil in it, everything has olive oil in it, everything has extra mango and shea butter in it. Because it's just you have to cut the cold weather off at the pass,
Mm-hmm.
right? In preparing skin that has eczema for the winter, because it is the cold that causes the flares. And so when you have the right moisturizers in there, um, in all the products, really it's my foot butter, my goat milk cleansing bar, and my goat milk lotion. And oh look, I just finished the first batch of the winter skin body oil. It has all those things in it. It's for fresh out of the shower. And really, Ma, I'm telling you, you don't have to bother with the things that are geared towards eczema if you just use a product that and start using it at a time when you can cut it off at the pass. I hope that makes sense.
It does because you said you had a product for that.
Yes, it's a
Because I'm gonna
set. It's
order it
what I
when we
use
get off.
every year.
Hmm?
Every year is what I use.
Because I'm gonna go online on your website and order it when we get offline for her. Because she's not the only one, and so in this thing this weekend, you're gonna educate us.
Yes.
You're gonna teach us right and wrong and what not to do.
Right? Oh my goodness. There are so many mistakes that we make. And honestly, I still make because listen, there are just some things that I can't just not do. And
So,
one of them is hot water.
and that's what I was going to say. I know you told me the last time I'm not supposed to. I know you said we weren't supposed to, but I need my shower water on Dragon Fire.
Yes, and
I
that
need it
is
on House of Dragon. Burn the house. Just take that first layer of skin off right here, hot. Where I get out the shower when this little spot right here is red. So
red.
I know you said we're not supposed
Yes,
to.
not supposed to, and it's hard because I don't always. Well, listen, I don't do it. That's one mistake that I don't not make. It's
Mm-hmm.
bad, but I know the things that I have to do to counteract my piping hot water.
So for those of us that like their water on lava,
Right.
is it yes, yes. I know, right? I know, right? Somebody said not my hot water with a little crying emoji. So if we all like our water on flamethrower,
Yes.
is it important after we get out that we restore our moisture?
Critical. Within the magic time frame is 3 minutes, 3 whole minutes. And that is why I came up. That's actually not necessarily why I came up because I've been using it for years, but that's why I started mass producing my body oil because if you just use it before you dry off, then
Girl, you trying to kill somebody
I'm telling you,
coming out the dry out the shower all greasy.
this, look, that's the thing. That's the thing. I formulated it because, listen, I ain't got time to be falling. I am almost 50 years old. I do not have time to be falling. Okay. And so I actually designed it so that it absorbs so quick
Mm-hmm.
that, and plus I don't go past my ankles. I don't go past my ankles with the oil. And the bottle that it's in, you can only shake out 3, 4, 5 drops at a time. Head to toe, down to your ankles. Wait till you get out of the shower and get your shea butter or your butter magic on your feet. But yes, it absorbs quickly. You put it on while you're still wet,
Mm-hmm.
and then you dry off. And so that right there is what's gonna keep you from falling. I'm telling you, I don't have
So
time.
what I'm also hearing, and part of this is a maturation process of there are layers to having that. Again, growing up we didn't know, but
Yeah.
we see celebrities and their skin would be glowing, their skins would be amazing, not knowing that they're a combination of products.
Yes.
So I have my oil,
Mhm.
then I add.
Yes. If you just absolutely have to, my winter skin body oil is heavier.
Mm-hmm.
It's actually it's just for using in the winter. And that's if now you should moisturize with a lotion afterwards. However, if you don't want to, you don't have to. Because it does last, I would say about 80, 90% of the day. So yes, there's it's a whole process. And I'll teach that too. You
Thank
learn
you
that.
for that, because again, a lot of times I didn't know a lot. And I say us, I include myself in that, because we were just all taught, either through financial
Mhm.
limitations, or we just didn't know that you get out the shower,
Yes, yes,
elbows,
yes,
knees, I'm finished. Oh,
yes, yes. That right there. There is okay. If you would just allow me just 2 seconds to go
mhm,
through the process. So it's the cleanser, right? I'll just take the face for example. Your cleanser, and then you need the tone, and then you need your serum. Your serum. Any kind of face oil serum, especially in winter, it'll absorb a lot quicker than the nutrients in it will absorb a lot quicker than the lotion will. And then moisturize. It, your moisturizer should have sunscreen in it, but if it doesn't, seriously, just a little pea size of sunscreen. Gosh, sunscreen is so critical. I can't even tell you how critical it is. And that's it.
mhm.
That's it for your face. But for your the rest of your body, wash, after shower oil, lotion if you want to, some kind of thicker butter, shea butter. If you just have plain shea butter for your feet, put some socks on, keep it moving. You're good for the rest of the day. And that's it. It's a process.
So
We're going through all of that.
I just started using a serum last month because again, recognize I'm getting older, moving into a new decade, and I didn't realize my skin was so dry until I put the serum on, and I felt my skin go.
Yes.
I was
yes.
like,
and it was nothing left on your hands, was it?
did I put the serum on my skin? And I was just like, oh, I didn't realize my skin was so dry because I was reading the instructions said, you know, you should have a nice soft feel. And I was like, I don't feel anything. Where'd my serum go? And so now I use it and I can feel it now. I'm like, was my skin that dry?
Yes. Yes. Oh my goodness. Yes.
So this is a journey for me also in going, okay, I have to do more. Because a skin of 16 and a skin of it's not
I like
safe.
that. I'm gonna have to use that. I like that. Yes, the two different. I'm telling you, once we actually start losing the well, not we don't lose it, but we just stop making as much collagen.
Mm-hmm.
It's look, we got to do something extra.
Had to start factoring in collagen.
Yes.
This has been a whole, I say the past 6 weeks has been an entire journey of understanding, okay, I need collagen, I need hyaluronic acid, I need this. I'm like,
and some retinol, and yes. Oh God.
So this has been a whole product of discovery, even discovering Gaucher's. Which I live by now. Where I'm just like, how did I function before this? How did I? But it's my journey because I'm and I need to change my skincare.
Hey, indeed.
So before we go, how can we register for your event?
Oh my goodness. Yes, that's our. You can scan that QR code there. That would actually take you directly to the registration page. Or you can go to tinyurl.com/winterize with Kim. Yes. Yes. I'll have speakers. Oh my goodness. Yes. Have mercy. Oh, we're going to learn how your skin is affected by the food you eat. Because if you think about it, grease in, acne out. It's got to come out. I won't say you can't eat greasy foods, but you just have to be mindful of what you eat. Fitness. Oh, yes. You gotta be there. Oh, bam, I'm so excited.
Okay, I'm not going to. Okay, let me tell you my truth. Black Adam comes out this weekend. And I was online like, yeah, I think I'm going to go to that 2 o'clock. I was like, wait, I'm supposed to be somewhere.
You're actually good. You can go see it. It's not until next weekend. Wait a minute. What's today? Sunday?
It's this weekend.
Oh, God. I didn't know what's on. Oh, Lord. I thought it...
It's this weekend.
It is this weekend.
I was like, yeah, I'm going to go check out Black Adam. Let me see. Well, they got a 2:15. Wait. I think I'm supposed to be somewhere at 2:15. Yep.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Let me see what that 5 o'clock is on.
Indeed.
For all that don't know, Black Adam stars Dwayne Johnson.
Yes.
And I'm really going for Aldous Hodge because I'm an Aldous Hodge stan. He was Hardison in Leverage. I am a true Aldous Hodge stan. I don't care, fight me. I'm going to see because come back Sunday. I heart Aldous Hodge. And
Yes.
Dwayne Johnson. All right. But this weekend, my mama, me too.
Yes. I'm telling you, that'll be me on Sunday.
So I'm
Yeah.
going Saturday. So I'm going to go on your. So what's your website? Because a lot of people have asked about your products.
www.chi bath and body bathandbody.com. Yes, that is my website. Um, there are products on there, ebooks on there, uh, coloring books on there. The event page, there's a link to the Winterize with Kim workshop there, along with the coat drive. We're doing a coat drive for homeless vets this year.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yes, right. I'm so excited to get that started back up. We've been doing it for like the 4 years before the pandemic, and yes,
That is
right.
a blessing. So before we head out, is there anything else you'd like to share? Because I'm excited about this weekend, winterizing our skin. Because again, I know I can't be the only one that did not know there's supposed to be some levels to this.
Yes, 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 yes.
Because I
Um,
have paint because I think because of my profession, I have painfully dry skin in the winter.
yes, 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 yes. It'll actually be a fun time. I promise. I start on time. I end on time because I don't like taking up a whole lot of people's time. I just want you to be educated on the transition from summer to winter, and get you a hold of some fantastic speakers that are going to talk about fitness, your food, and your hydration. We're going to do a demo. We're actually going to demo the products that you'll use. The deadline, though, for those tickets is tomorrow.
Is there a fee involved?
Yes, there is. So there's a general admission ticket. That one is no cost to anyone. Just come on in with your favorite beverage, have a seat, and learn some things. I also have a $12 ticket. That's the VIP ticket. And with that one, you'll receive a sample demo kit,
Mm-hmm.
the skincare kit. It includes the cleansing bar, the toner, the face serum, the goat milk lotion, and the lip balm.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's an all access ticket. That one is $40. And that one includes larger sizes of the sample kit plus a Love Your Skin tank top, compliments of my son's t-shirt line. I'm so excited. And you'll receive a checklist, um, a skincare checklist, and a the replay.
Okay, I'm gonna be there next year. I'm coming next year.
Yes, I can't wait to have it live and in person. It's
I'm
gonna be
coming
great.
next year. I'm
Yes.
for sure coming.
Yes, and for anyone who gets their tickets between today and tomorrow, I'm including a Butter Magic sample, the foot balm. Yes.
Y'all, listen. I live by that. From November to April, I live by that. I
Yes. It is serious.
it
It is
is for
serious.
real. I live by that because again, I have dry patches, I have dry skin, and I use it not just on my feet, I use it everywhere because I have dry patches right here
Mm-hmm.
and I put it everywhere. It's like Tony Satchery. I put that on everything. I do. So with that, we're gonna, ma'am, don't go anywhere. I will see you virtually Sunday next week. But don't go anywhere. Y'all be sure to sign up and support Kim's Winterize Our Skin because this is a great education. These are things that we really do need to know and how to properly take care of our skin. Yes, the statement that black don't crack is very true. However, we still have to nurture and
Yes.
love the skin that we're in.
Yes.
So
Indeed.
I will see y'all next Sunday. Be blessed, be amazing, and I'll see y'all.